small. So we grow with the system. We didn't start big. So that was much easier for us. Okay, so, but we just did whatever it took. We had the vision. We had the vision of Hungary, who's already so successful. And then we have the vision of how it was implemented in Thailand and how it is successful. So we have the vision that we will make it work in Indonesia. But the process is we try, we implement slow, and then we review. We implement and we review. We implement and we review. And so we just trial and error, trial and error, trial and error. We just keep reviewing, implementing, reviewing, implementing, reviewing until today it is still not perfect, but we still continue growing and reviewing. Does it make sense? Mm-hmm. Do I answer your questions, Anne? I don't know whether that answers your question.
In System 7 we have the workflow, we have the 4 habits, we have the event cycles.
Right.
So can we talk more about in each of those components why each is important?
Okay, sure. Actually, there's only 2 pages that you will ever see of System 7. The only official one, only 2 pages, right? And that's why if people ask, do you have System 7 in manual? Do you have System 7 in the internet? Yeah, 2 pages only. First page is the workflow. Set goal, name list, inviting, presentation, follow up and closing, join, and teamwork. Okay? The second page is the core habits. 15 times presentation a month, 100% product user, 100 PV, in your case 200 PV, and then build to ARO, ADR, and CD, read book, CD, coming to every System 7 events, and team player. That's all. That's all. Okay? So if you're looking for System 7, something to read, that's all you will get. But that does not explain what this is, right? Yeah. So System 7 is not a knowledge. It's an experience. You got to experience it together. Then you understand. And then when I wrap up with my team, I said to them, so you will understand what we go through the last 3 days? Trust me, you cannot explain to your new people. All you gotta do the next 4 months is recruit and find a way to bring them here. That's all. That's why we work hard to commit them to next event, to buy tickets now. Yeah? Because they know they cannot explain this. How do you explain the feeling? It is good, it is amazing, wow, and then your new prospect still don't understand. So System 7 is an experience. It's not just 1 or 2 things. It's a many things of small elements that make it work. Yeah. Does it make sense? Okay. But okay, between the 2 lists, where do we start? We start from core habits. Core habits, right? So and when we ask, are you 100% system? What we mean is that, are you core leader? I'll tell you, even my leaders, even Ruby are not core leaders. Sometimes, right? So just stay and focus on core leaders and just make that work. When people do enough presentations, and so see, before system, I do 100 presentation a month. My downline, bring people, I talk. Bring people, I talk. We feel like a broken record. Talk. The downline press the upline. Talk. Right? So we end up doing lots of presentations and nobody can do presentations. So the more powerful we are as leader, the more less powerful they are. System 7, core habit number 1, change everything for me. Because it's not about me doing 100 presentation. It is about me doing 15 and teaching her to do 15. Then my next focus is, how do I get her to do 15? Right? Then I need to equip her, train her, give her confidence so that she can do 15. That's all. Right? Then she can teach 15. But the concept simple. 10 people do 15. I do 150 presentation in the team. Then I only do 15. That's powerful. It saved my family. Right? It saved my health. I thought I'm gonna die working hard in this business. So it changed my concept of working hard to working smart.
That's right.
But if I as a leader work hard and work smart, guess what happened? We accelerate. That's what happened to us. We just focus on the fundamentals, right? Does it make sense?
Yes.
And then so just the first points of core leader habits change us already. And until today, every leader still focusing on core leaders, right?
Yeah.
3 years ago until now, we only still focus on core leaders. They don't call leaders. The more people in the team are core, the better the team.
Yeah, but in the core leader, actually, we as a leader just do the check and recheck for the vital sign. Like for example, by end of the month, we as a leader, it's just like, we just check number 1, number 2, did you do this? And we know exactly the result. If they don't produce the result, it means we don't have to like consult. We just go from the beginning, checklist first, check and recheck from the vital sign, from the habit.
Who check it? Where do you check it?
The leaders.
The leaders of the uplines, or
So the breakthrough, I think is this. The breakthrough is this. Once you figure out core leaders, right? In the beginning, 3 years ago, we just teach, and then we don't see any results. Okay, and then we start to think, and then we start seeing breakthrough, small breakthrough in the team, small breakthrough in the team. So why is that leader have a breakthrough? So I noticed that the leader who find a way to check their downline is the one who grow faster. So it depends on your creativity as leaders. How do you teach your downline and make them understand? So one day, after 1 year, teaching from the front of the room, teaching core leader habits, why you should do it, I do it, but only small, actually duplicate, right? So teach. And then one day, Ronnie said to me, I said to Ronnie, I'm so frustrated. Why I tell them, I already teach them why they should understand this and they don't understand. Then Ronnie said something that changed my mind. He said, if they don't understand, it means that you are not good enough in explaining in a way that they understand. What do you mean? I already explained everything. No, means that you're not good enough. You haven't found a way. If I talk to you and you don't understand, means I cannot communicate with you if you still don't do it, right? So then we start to find, okay, let's not be just one way. Let's explore multiple ways. And Achi and Andy find a way, and Laura find a way, and Dr. Genti find a way, and Dr. Rida find a way in their own team, and we start sharing. Hey, what did you do to get your leaders to become core? Oh, we did this, we did that, we did this. Just keep sharing. Like the book review,
NDT, and then also the review.
Yeah, so all the review school, everything we just keep sharing. So I just want you to know the how-to is never the system, right? What binds us in the system is just core leaders and workflow. That's it. Simple.
what's the biggest challenge you have when you introduce them to System 7? I'm pretty sure at the beginning, you have a lot of,
What's the biggest challenge? We are still challenging and still making people understand.
Make people commitment.
Yeah.
For me, the difficulties was to get people trying to commit to SO, Success Olympic, since we are from Makassar. It's 2 hours flight from here, and people are complaining about the price of the ticket, airfare, hotels, and they're saying it's not fair. The people in Jakarta can stay in their own home while we need to pay for the hotel. It's more expensive for us. Can't we do it here? And the reason we still go while nobody really wants to follow us is because we know when Lani told us to come, there must be something we can learn. And then we just don't care about those people, we just come. And that's the first difficulties. And the second one is to, even as simple as doing the script for inviting. They don't really want to do the script for inviting like what we taught in FASTA training, because they think it's not them. So getting them to realize the benefit of the script is taking the longest time for us.
For me, the difficulty always is how to make people commit. But that's just like sifting in the business also, right? Some people commit, some people don't. So I think that part is just normal. We just know that we're always gonna achieve objections. I think this, in terms of the cycle, you know, how to build belief. You got the one-on-one presentation, and then people bring them to the weekly BOM. If your weekly BOM is done, is happening weekly, then you can escalate to the FASTA training, the monthly FASTA training. The FASTA training is happening, then you will have the fly-in, right? The fly-in is happening, you will have the SO. So to attract people to the Success Olympics, people have to go through some escalation to build belief. People don't just go to convention, for example. People don't just go to SO because it's a big commitment. So it's the one-on-one commitment. Okay, I'll come and meet you, and then I'll come to attend your BOM, it's 2 hours commitment, and then I'll attend your fly-in, that's a 4 hours commitment, I'll come to your Success Olympics, which is 3 days commitment. So again, like everything, just like 1 + 1 or 5+, you gotta know how to stage their commitment. Right? So you come in a little bit, we come in a little bit. You come in a little bit, we come in a little bit, right? So that was the difficulty, is making people commit, making people understand what we are trying to say. So what I actually do is just keep going, and keep going until a few people follow us. Actually, what was your first? How many people came to your first Success Olympic?
We came as around 10 people, yeah.
Second SO?
Second SO, 25.
Okay.
We were founding with that.
Third SO?
Third SO, around 50 ya, 50.
Okay. Fourth SO? Ini nggak angka?
Kita di sekarang angka ke-6 itu 175. This is our 6th SO, 175.
But it starts from 10. It starts from 10. Yeah, it starts from 10. The other thing is in promoting the events. Promoting and edifying the events. We gotta cater for all the 4 types of personalities. So the monkeys of Nu Skin will enjoy the party and Andy performance, right? And he enjoy himself. But the elephant will learn from Laura and from Edgy, will do a lot of teaching and learning. So you gotta know the character of the people and say, what if I want her to come? How would I interest you? From what angle? Actually, the master of education is here. Andy, come up the stage. You love the stage. He doesn't need to be told. Yeah. So how do you? Because this is right. It's what everybody's challenge. How do you make people commit? How do you make people come to the events and follow you in the system? Right? Gimana nih? Cara buat orang commit, cara buat orang datang.
Cara buat orang datang. Okay. So, thank you for the opportunity. It's very nice to meet you guys. I couldn't believe that everybody flew in from America, man. We're talking about 2.5 hours flight from Jakarta to Makassar, and it's 2.5 hours. And you guys are 27 hours away. I mean, that's just crazy, man. Round of applause for you guys.
We can do 1+, and next time we have 50.
Are you kidding me? All right, I'll be looking forward for that. Okay. Well, For me, you know, I always I love what An said about team playing, and I can see that in the group, because if he grew that fast, you guys grew that fast, that's just awesome, that team player. And for us, for me and Echi, we also built the same belief. You know, we weren't a good leader. We were super crap leader, but no kidding. But we were a good follower. So actually, you know, Lani keep edifying me, keep saying that we do great things, we do awesome things. But actually, we just follow what she did. No kidding. Every step we follow what she did to me, and what we did to our downline is the exact same thing. So how to make people commit depends on how good you are in promotion. No kidding. How do you promote it? And that's why, for me, I personally think that the key to success in this business is edification. We edify everything in this business. We edify our uplines, we edify our business. Even when presenting, we edify our products. We never say bad things about our products, right? How we edify things determines the value of that thing. And it's just like how people come on time. Ronnie always said, how can you make someone comes on time, right? A lot of people didn't come on time in our group. First BOM, they are about 1 hour 45 minutes late. Can you imagine? That's how bad it was.
Sometimes they come a day later.
Yeah, and that's just crazy, right? But the thing is, what if today we say, you know, if you can come on time tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning, it doesn't matter every single excuse there are, you know, flat tires, traffic jam. What if we say that we'll give you $10,000 if you come on time? Oh, will you come on time? Yes, will you do everything that you needed to do? Right? I would, you know, probably run. You know, if flat tires, we take a taxi. No excuse. Okay, some people say, well, I'll come at 6 a.m. Come at 5 a.m. Right? Some people say they will sleep in the office. It depends on what the value is for you guys, you know. And sometimes people value money more than leadership. That's why when they give you money, $10,000, they would come. But we're talking about leadership. When we talk about leadership, we don't talk about $10,000. We're talking about $100,000 every month through New Skin Business, right? Okay. So how do we promote it? How can we promote SO better? How we edify? How we can share the story? Oh, okay.
Promote the system better.
How to promote the system better? There's no better things than stories. You know what you see here, what you see in Indonesia, what you feel, you know, that's what you should share. Because everything that happened in Indonesia is just because of System 7. That silly, simple 7 things and 7 workflows.
Yep.
That's it.
That's it.
That's how simple it is.
Yep. That's it.
Yeah. It has deep meaning, which I'm sure An is amazing. When I first saw An, he was doing in his computer, it's like this System 7, and there's there's many branches of it. You know, I was looking at it, whoa, our system is that good. Yeah, but I'm sure he knows every single thing of it. You guys should really follow and ask him, you know, like what he learned, how his mind is thinking on how the System 7 works. Because for us, it's very simple. We're not smart people. 7 and 7. That's it. People grows like Lina Lucifa. Crazy growth, right? 3 years, 500,000, 500K. And we're living in a third world country. Yes, see? yeah, third world country. Yeah, exactly right.
We recruit with 50 points, 100 points, 250 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just recruit more.
For us, just through System 7, we grew. We were not that big yet. We were growing there, but we grew from 0 to 250K is within 2.5 years. 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Yeah, that's our growth, our graphic. But it grows like this. Once everybody starts to understand system, once we edify it, we teach them coaching. Teach them, and suddenly it'll grow. Once their understanding go up, it'll move up. So it's about how you promote the system. But system can only be promoted through stories, because story sells. It's always about stories, right? Yeah. Okay.
Do we have any questions right now about the
All
system?
right. As you was saying about how we edify the system is like let's say I'll just quickly translate what Echi just said before about conference call. You know, people don't listen to conference call, right? We just sometimes we just come there and then tell them, hey, were you in the conference call today? No, I wasn't. Oh, you missed so much. It was so good. You know, I learned so much from that one story. Yeah, that's how we edify. You know?
That's how you, when you go home, also, the house SO in Indonesia, oh, it was so incredibly amazing and you should be there. It's such a big loss you weren't there. What is it? What is it? What did you like? It's like what Ann did to Mike. That's why he got him to attend our SO last year. When he came back, he said, how was the meeting? How was the meeting? How was the event? It was, what did you say?
I said it was amazing. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah. So amazing, I'm not going to tell you. And that's the best edification.
Yeah.
So it makes people want it more, and here he is.
And I love how Ann said about family too. That's one of the things that we did also. It's like when we meet people that doesn't want to commit. You know, commitment cannot be forced, right? Commitment is given. So sometimes we just say, hey, how come I haven't seen you in the meeting this lately? Oh, I missed you. You know, too bad that you weren't there, you know. I wish we can spend more time together. Different people attract to different kind of edification. But it's how we do it. You know, it's family thing. So I believe you guys are in the right values already. It's just about applying the system into the right values and it'll be perfect. You'll explode, no doubt.
Can I ask you a quick question? So I noticed that today event you have a lot of dances and so on and so forth. Who thought about all that? Because I know System 7 doesn't say that. Dance, right?
System 7 is very flexible. It's not about rigid things of what should and should not happen. But if everything based on edification, we just keep improving. Can I tell you a story? The first SO that we did sucked big time because Ronnie and I decide everything. Then we work harder. Second, and we fired the EO, the event manager, the event organizer, because we thought they sucked. Okay, so and they really did really bad. They were pretty bad, but we chose them, so we were pretty bad. Second event, we choose another partner. They were okay, but we still sucked because it was Ronnie and I that decide everything. Then by the third times, Yulia Sari started to approach that. I think you need our help. You know, your event is not very fun. Because if you can see, Ronnie and I are not a very fun person. We are very serious. We want to shove everything in and learn as much as you can. We want to make you all like us. And then that's when we start to form a team. So it's all by a team, and it's a team of fun people like him, smart people like her, full of other things, and of course, what objective we wanna achieve. What is our overall goal and vision, and that part Ronnie and I still hold the directions of what should we focus on because it determines where we are going and all that, the strategy. So there's an element of strategy, knowledge and skills and information and training, elements of fun, elements of values and character. And to do that, it's everything that is in Success Olympic is a representation of our leadership actually. So as our leadership, we managed to make the teamwork in the smaller team work. We managed to make the teamwork in the bigger team work. Does it make sense? Sorry. Yeah. So then the element of fun comes when Yulia came and Dr. Genti came and Andy came, the monkeys in the team, and they make it fun.
Let's go out with the monkey.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Yeah, but you need somebody like we have in our team. We have Dr. Rida. Dr. Rida is a team elite platinum 4-star, the one who speak in the 1+1 this morning. She's the meticulous checker. So she is the boss because she checks everybody. If not, we'll have a 5-hour meeting every meeting because all the monkeys talk. Yeah.
Yeah, including
me. So we just work in the team, and then we just keep revising. Oh, that one doesn't work. We should do this.
So your top distributors, what do they do on a daily basis?
Still recruit. They love recruiting. They still recruit.
Question. So in System 7 doesn't teach coaching, mention coaching and mentoring, or the importance of the upline, So in the daily basis, it's still, it's like a team really rely on the upline to teach them, like mentoring, coaching, how important it is right now in your system?
Well, for me personally, this is three things that we have to do as leaders. I assume if you are leaders, you want to think like me. The three roles. There's a leadership role, there's a system builder, and it's a recruitment. And these three are equally important. Somebody leaders just know recruiting, but never care about the system. So it's Olympic and they're outside recruiting, they will not survive. They will not survive with strength long term because it will be duplicated. So we already educate. If there's a system event meeting, and it's not much, it's only one fast training and one fly-in every month. It's only 2 meetings a month. The rest of the time is opportunity to recruit. So you can choose 24 hours times 28 days in a month to recruit. Why you choose that 2 days that is a system event? So system event is more important than personal meeting. Okay? So that priority have to get established. So it's a leadership development. System is very important. So system meeting is more important than personal meetings. And recruitment is a must because it's the oxygen. It's the blood. And if we just stay complacent in the system and leadership only, you just read books, listen CD, professional attendee, and understand everything about the system, the business will not grow without recruitment. So system will not solve all problems, right? Recruitment, massive action will solve the problem. But in the past, without the system, we put the recruitment and it come out just as fast as you put it in. What it is now with the system, you put the people in, it stays more. And people will still quit. Statistically, 50% of the people who are here will not be here next time. And will still grow in numbers, which means that every time we're adding more. Does that make sense? So if we have 1,800, for example, 900 will probably quit, and then the 900, and we'll probably have 2,000 next time, but so we add another 1,000. That's how it works, right? So, but we say the people who quit after you go through this and you still quit, they're not meant to do the business anyway. So the system will not save everybody too, right? The people who's gonna quit, they're still gonna quit anyway. But the people who are gonna do the business, they're gonna do it much stronger. They're built with strength, they're built with mindset, and systematic. Does that make sense? Did I answer your question? So it's 3 things: leadership, system, and recruitment, equally important. But leaders have to know how to prioritize. Next question.
Yes, I heard you said earlier today when you talk about core habits, you said that your original System 7 only includes 7 workflows and 7 core habits, and that it was the core habits that gave you the...
Yes.
That's the customized success, so can you elaborate that one?
You got me. Well, please don't tell.
Nobody's recording.
Nobody's recording.
Camera's off.
That cannot be. This is just my personal opinion. Let me put a disclaimer clause, okay? Because what I observe, when we started growing, and even now, people still don't know how to invite. People still don't know how to present properly. They don't present like me. People still don't know how to close properly. People still don't know how to, even though we train every month in Facade training, but that's the workflow is the skills, right? But what made us grow is not the skills, but it's the action, the leadership and the action, which is the core habits. It's when they grow in their personal development, it's when they take action and they become a team player, they grow. So don't ask one of my leaders, can you show me what's your inviting script? They go, we just do it differently. We have a script, don't get me wrong, we have a system script.
Yeah, we have a square too.
Yeah, but it's like, doesn't matter what works, whatever works, right? And it's the same with you guys, right? Whatever works. Just do whatever works. The workflow is there, but it's not about the how to. It's not the inviting script that needs to be 100% duplicated. It is the core habits. The habits, the mindset, and the heart that needs to be duplicated. Sorry, that's a disclaimer. So, but workflow is important. Skills is important, right?
No, but that explains very well why my business did not grow in America. Because in America, I was trained a lot on the workflow.
I know, so don't kill me. Please don't kill me.
I'm talking about my business. I'm not talking about anywhere else. But when it came to core habits, we didn't train on that at all. We just kind
That's the
of
most important one.
so that we could end the meeting.
Yeah. Yeah. If anything, you know, the train on the core habits and why it's important.
I mean, because my understanding of the system here. But I think I also agreeing with Lani, because accidentally, I don't know about accident or not, but the first time Ronnie and Lani invited me to Thailand, we met John Imranon. He's the one that introduced us to the business, right? We went to introduction to the system. Sorry, to the system. All right, to the system. Okay, go system. So, in a meeting like this, I remember clearly that he said this one phrase that really anchored to me. He said, "You can forget everything else except for this page," and that was the 7 habits. And I understand that he teaches the 7 workflow first, but because he said you can forget everything else but this one page, it made it for me. It's so important that we teach the habit first to every single of our downline. Because the habit is so good that if they do this habit, definitely they will have result. They will have result. Because if they don't have result, then we tell them, then you have to increase your skill. How? You do the 7 workflow properly. You learn your skill. You learn your inviting. You learn how to present. But they will still get result even though with no skill, just because of the. Well, anyway, I'm sorry if is that good or bad, but I'm just.
Yay! We just speak from what works for us. Yeah, core habits. Got it. Next question.
You say core habits, everybody has to do that. Habits and go back and work.
Okay, perhaps apa jelasin deh, boleh karena core habits kita jelasin the 7 core habits. Why don't we share on that, the core habits, 7 core habits, dan kenapa itu penting, the logic behind it. Detailin aja.
You already explained the 50 presentation, right?
Maybe if you can treat us like newbies and you are giving us a training.
Okay, I need to be trained.
Okay. Yay! 7 core habits.
All right, and you're on camera.
No. You know, this is a habit of Lani. You know, it has been since the first time I met her. This has been her habit. You know, when I first came here, I was just sitting down. I was just being happy, and then she's like, "Eddie, please today do testimony for us, okay?" Oh, my hand was shaking. At the front, I have to hold my mic 2 hands. Yeah, she always do that. But
Andy, you are good.
the 7 core habits is very important for us, for me and my wife, especially because we learn it. Like I told you, it's about edification, right? You can edify with two ways to edify. You can edify with the 7 habit or the 7 workflow. Both is good. With the 7 workflow, you edify about the skill that you can have, how easy it is to do the business because you can do with the great inviting script. You can do good presentation. You have good product knowledge. It's good. It's exciting to know that. But if you talk about from the habit, it's talking about from the leadership point of view. So there's always 2 levels, right? First level is about us doing the workflow. That's first level. But I always think about the second level, the leadership level. So when we talk about 7 core habits, it's about the improvement, the vision to the front. So 7 habits, right? Okay, let me explain. I'll stop talking. Number 1, 15 times presentation a month. Why 15 times presentation a month? It's very simple. If you ask some people, they may say, I can do 30, why not 30, why not 60? Not everybody can do 60 presentation. Not everybody can do 1 presentation a day, right? But they can do if they do twice, 2 days, 1 time. 15 times presentation a month, everybody can do that. Agree? Right? Once they agree, then you give them the vision. Imagine if you have 10 people in your team. You know, everybody is doing 15 times presentation a month. That means you have a business that's been presented 150 times a month. Who here can do 150 presentation a month? No, nobody? Okay, obviously. Imagine if you have 100. That means your business will be presented 1,500 times per month. Anybody can do 1,500 presentation a month? Nobody. You know, I will die if I have to present 1,500 times a month. But imagine if you have a business that is being presented 1,500 times per month. Can you be successful? Okay? It starts from you. Do your 15 and teach others do the same. Number 2, 100% product users. It's very simple in this business. We don't want to sell product. We want to share it. So we have to use the product first before we share it to other people. We have to feel it first and then we share it. Because no matter how it is, you know, I don't know about in America, but in Indonesia, if you met those credit card people from, did you have the direct sales people that is giving you pamphlet in America? Does the American people, you know, when they meet people with pamphlet, hey, credit card, do they accept or do they go like this? Or do they just walk off? Walk off? Yeah, okay, I thought so too. So it's the same thing. If we're talking about selling products, it's the same, like we don't use the product, but we try to sell it. So number 2 is talking about, we use the product, we feel it, and we share it. Share is always more powerful than selling. Number 3 is having 2 customers per month and finishing the 100 ARO per month. This is very simple too. If you have 2 customers per month, that means your business is growing. And definitely if you do 15 a month, you'll get 2. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3 is about recruiting. But number 4, 5, 6 is about increasing your capacity as a leader. Number 4 is about reading 15 minutes book per day. You know, outside there, you know, oftentimes we meet negative people. People that is always belittling us, you know, they rejected us, they think we're silly, they think we're stupid. So, to avoid this, sometimes we read books. You know, we empower ourselves by reading books. So, we have more ability, we have more new mindset. But most important, when we read books, you know, it turns our mindset back to positivity. So whenever we feel down, we're being rejected, we go read books, we're more happy. We're ready to recruit again. We don't get too much, we don't get sad for too long. Because then when we read books, our mindset change, we become happy again. You know, if we can be rejected, it's good. But it's not about us, it's about our downlines, right? What if they cannot handle rejection? And we didn't equip them with reading positive books that can empower them. So whenever they feel down, they feel like, oh, I think I'm gonna quit. And then they read books, they have new hope. And then they do the business again. Okay? Number 5 is about listening to CDs and conference call. This is what, for 1 hour a day. You know why this is important? This is very exciting. If only you listening to CD and conference call 1 hour per day, that's only 1 hour. But imagine, if you grew, you have downlines. You have 100 downlines. And every single person listening to CD 1 hour a day, that means you have someone else teaching for you 100 hours per day. Can anybody teach 100 hours a day? One day is only 24 hours. Can you imagine this system? It's so amazing that if we duplicate this habit into every single people in our team, do you think we will grow? Do you think if 100 hours per day someone teaching, do you think your team will explode? Most definitely. Do you think people that would want to quit will not quit? Because someone else is teaching for you and you know that this person is quality person that is teaching for you. That's why we listen to CD and conference call. Number 6, come to every meeting that is being suggested by System 7. It's very important. Because no matter what in this business, you are who you hang around with. You know, you are just the average of your 5 closest friends, right? So to increase your value, to increase your capacity, you need to hang out with better people. And you can only hang out with better people in meetings. You meet positive people. You feel down, you come to meeting, you're being uplifted. Because you meet people like yourself, you meet team elites. You meet everybody that is successful in the business. So it raises your standard. It raises your mindset. It raises your understanding. But most importantly, this business is not about you. This business is about the new people. You come to meeting, not for you, but for your team. You know, imagine if you have a meeting, you know, and the room is quiet, only 5, 10 people there. Do you think it's fun meeting? No, definitely. You know, would you want to come to a meeting when you bring your prospects, to a meeting that is full of people or little people, less people? Full people, obviously, right? So don't do it for you, even though you don't have, sometimes, our new downlines. I don't have prospects, that's why I don't go to meetings. Don't do it for you, do it for the team. When you don't have guests, you still come, you sit there, you laugh, you clap, you look at the presenter. Why? For everybody else. And then everybody else will do the same thing for you. When you have guests, they'll be there, with or without guests, for you. And also, second reason is about teaching your downlines. If you have downlines, would you want them to come to meetings? Every meetings or just half-half? Every meetings, right? So it's important, and then you tell them, you gotta be here, you gotta be in this meeting, right? Okay, so they come, and you're not there. What would they think? Would they think, oh, my upline is high integrity, high commitment. I will follow him and not come to meeting. So this business is about edification. You edify your events by coming to the meetings for your downlines, not for you. Okay? Number 7 is team player. The most important is team player. Okay, like I said in my presentation, the team player is about you. It's about 4 principles. It's about getting your OSV, your passive income, right? There's 4 principles. Number 1 is duplication. Number 2 is edification. Number 3 is no cross-lining. And number 4 is consultation, right? Number 1 is duplication. Duplication is very simple to do because you duplicate whatever, your downline will duplicate whatever you do, no matter what it is. You may not realize it, they will duplicate. And the thing is, the problem is when they duplicate, whatever you did good, they only duplicate half of it. Whatever you do bad, they'll duplicate twice worse. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes. If you don't come on time, what will happen to them? They don't come. Twice worse. If you come on time, maybe they're 15 minutes late. Right? So duplicate only the good things. The good thing is what? Duplicate the habits. And duplicate ethics. You need to have ethics in your business. Number 1, don't sell underpriced. This problem is common in America. People selling underpriced. No?
We can.
You can't do it in Indonesia. Some? Okay. So in Indonesia, we teach them this because it's a common problem. Because people is trying to sell underpriced. They just think about their points. Some people are doing it. So in our team, we always say duplicate the good things, a good ethics. Number 1 is don't sell underpriced. Whoever sell underpriced, I usually say in my training, I will take down their names, I'll put it into the office, I'll ask them to cut them from the business straight away. Okay? Number 2 is edification. Now this edification is very important. This is how I will teach my downlines about edification. In this business, sometimes when we first join, we're not that good sometimes. So some people are high position, but some are not. Especially in Indonesia, some comes like housewife. How can a housewife prospect a manager of a bank, let's say a big bank? This housewife want to prospect someone with a high corporate position. When this corporate guy looking at the wife, the housewife, do you think they will look down or up?
Up.
Down. Yes, down. Down. Why? Because they will look down. You're a housewife. I'm successful guy, right? So how do we how do we stop this problem from happening? We teach everybody edification. Because I still remember my experience with edification. I was very bad in edifying before. My wife is laughing because she knows the story. My upline is Paul Cook, right? He's a millionaire. He's a millionaire in New Zealand. He got practically this whole room just now, anybody from Indonesia is from under his line. Can you imagine that? He's really big and he's a millionaire. But one time he helped me to prospect my friend. She's a secretary, a personal assistant. Someone that the boss will say, go make me a coffee. And she'll go make a coffee, give it to the boss, right? That kind of person. When she first arrived to my home, I didn't edify Paul. I didn't know what to do. Nobody teach me how to edify. So what happened is, when Paul do the presentation, Paul is a millionaire. This girl is only a PA. She goes like this, doing her texting. Paul was explaining. And Paul was stopping. She goes like, yeah, keep going. I'm listening. Secretary? PA? Millionaire. Whose fault is it that she's not listening properly?
You.
Yeah, exactly. It's my fault. Thank you. Thank you, miss, for pointing that out. It is my fault. That's why we teach edification. A proper way to do edification, we actually teach them to make things easier for you guys. I don't know whether it's been done in America, but because it's just like you guys are a new team for us, right? Can I ask for some help from you maybe to stand up front with me here? And maybe you here? Okay, now we gotta dance. No, just kidding, okay? I'm gonna show you what happened commonly in Indonesia if we don't teach them edification. Most people, prospects, most new downlines, when they come to the business, they are worrying about their points. Am I right?
Yes.
They want to close these people. So let's say this is my prospect. Her time is precious, right? I'm so lucky she want to meet me because I need my points. Am I right? That's their mindset, right? So usually what happened in the meeting is going like this. This is my upline. And this is my prospect. What's your name, sorry? Lee Hong, okay. And you?
Sam.
Sam and Lee Hong. Okay, so I'll say this is Lee Hong is owner of a restaurant. Very successful.
She's actually a PhD.
She actually is.
She's PhD in biology.
Oh. Okay, so PhD in biology, even better. She's a PhD in biology, and I'm just a student, a university student, just about to do my first presentation, right? So I'm so lucky this PhD lady want to meet me. I'm so appreciative of her. This is my upline, Sam. Okay. Usually what happens in Indonesia, it goes like this. Oh, Lee Hong, thank you very much. You want to come to see me. Thank you very much for your time. Oh, Sam, please meet. This is Lee Hong, PhD in biology. Very smart lady. I really appreciate her time that she's here to meet us, and I hope she's gonna join the business. And she's gonna be perfect for the business because she's so amazing. She's so smart. Lee Hong, this is Sam, my upline. Sam, can you please explain to me about that spa thing? That spa, you know, the business thing. Okay? Please, thank you. And then I go here, I sit down, I play my BPM. Do you think Lee Hong will wanna listen to Sam?
No.
Obviously not. She looked down on me. I'm a student, PhD student. PhD student must be high school dropout. Because I respect her more than Sam. Right? But the thing is, one thing that you need to realize is one thing. You know, your prospect may join, may not join, right?
Yes.
Your upline, your whole life, we're gonna help you. So who's more important? Obviously, your upline is more important, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't teach this, nobody will know. So we always teach how to edify. So I usually tell them, education is gonna help you to do your business easily. Edification will help you to close people easily. Do you want to close people easily? Easier? Yeah, obviously. Everybody will say, yeah. And this is what should have happened. Whenever I meet, I go like, Sam, please meet, this is Lee Hong. And they're going to shake hands, right? And I'm going to say, Lee Hong, thank you for your time. I would like to introduce you to my business partner. This is Sam. I met him, he's my friend for the longest time. He's very successful right now in the business. He introduced me to this amazing technology. He's very young, successful, and he really knows his stuff. And we're so lucky that because he can spend some time with us, just half an hour to explain about this technology. And he's the perfect person to tell you about this because I know you have PhD in biology also. Lee Hong, Sam, this is Lee Hong I told you about. She's my lecturer in biology. And I told her about the business and she wanted to see, can you please help me to explain the business to Lee Hong? Thank you very much for your time. Which would you want to hear, Sam? Yeah, because I give him value. I respect this guy more than Lee Hong. I still respect her. Doesn't mean that, oh, poo. No. No, I still respect her. But I respect him more. Because this is my upline. I value him at the highest. Okay? So this will make it easier. Okay, please, thank you very much. Please, round of applause, guys. Okay, so how you give the value? Can you feel it when we share about this? Can you feel hope in those new people that is listening? That this business is gonna be easy. It's not gonna be that hard. There's gonna be a team that is helping you out. And if you do the system properly, can you imagine 1,500 times per month? Imagine, that's only with 100 people. What if you have 200 executives? Man, 200 executives means how many LOIs? Can you imagine? 500 times 15. You know, like Ann, if this business is growing, really being duplicated, imagine the leverage. You know? And this is actually planted in those people that is sitting, listening to us. And I'll continue. Number 3, no cross-lining. This is a very important principle, no cross-lining. We always teach this. Cross-lining is, we say no. Why? We don't let people cross-line in Indonesia. It doesn't mean that you cannot go hang out, go to the movies, go to the theater together, you hang out, you eat, you chat, you're like family, you go holiday together. Please feel free. We're building families, right? It's all about friendship and families. But we don't teach them to cross-lining. We don't talk about points, about business. We don't talk about the commission. We don't talk about those stuff with the cross-lines. Why? Because we'll never know who's the negative seed in our people. You know? And you know the rule, right? Negative people, when they come to the room, who are the people that they look for the first time? Is it the sad people or the happy people?
Sad.
Obviously, sad people. Negative attracted to the sad people. And usually sad people are in the good state of mind or in the bad state of mind.
Bad.
Bad. Okay, imagine this happened to you. You don't teach your downline no cross-lining. And then this negative guy come in and saw Lee Hong is very sad. Come in and say, "Oh, Lee Hong, why you look so sad? How's business going?" "Oh, Andy, the business is so hard. I've invited a lot of people, but nobody wanna come." And Andy, the negative guy, didn't being taught. Nobody teach both of us no cross-lining. I would say, "Lee Hong, me too. This business is so hard. I called so many people. Nobody want to join. Nobody want to even come and meet me." But you have to remember, hard work for everybody is different. Lee Hong means 20 people. For me, calling one person is already hard. I didn't teach them no cross-lining. So what happened is, Lee Hong found the agreement from someone else, the third party edification, that this business is hard. So the next thing happened is, "Oh, Lee Hong, let's just quit this business."
Join another MLM.
Yeah, right? And if you don't teach no cross-lining, that's what will happen. There's no good thing come from no cross-lining. And I also teach no cross-lining also about ethic. When you meet someone that has already been invited by your friends, your team member in OTG, what would you do? Don't touch him? Good. That's awesome. You know, some people are just like, "Oh, join me, same thing." Okay? That's not good. We teach them ethics. We teach them about, if you meet your friends, prospect, you edify your friends straight away. "Oh, was that Sam? Sam invited you." "Oh, I know Sam. Good looking guy. Yeah, he's very good in this business. You can be successful if you meet with Sam. You know, okay, please contact Sam. I'll also inform Sam. And after I'll call Sam. Sam, I just met Lee Hong, your prospect. Right? You prospected him about a month ago. Okay, go check her out, you know. I think she's keen now in this business." That's how we do things in Indonesia. In Eastern Indonesia, in Makassar, that's what everybody do.
So what do you do that, like in this case, let's say Lee Hong didn't join, Sam invited her, so maybe after half a year later, and she decided to join you.
Okay. In every city is different, but we have the common ground rules.
Right.
For Makassar is 3 months. After 3 months is a fresh prospect, because we have to be fair too.
Right.
Right? Why 3 months? Why not 1 month? Because they say people life change after 6 months, right? So I think 3 is good. So people lives change or not, but as long as we follow them up within the 3 months, then we still give it back. But at the end of the day, it's not about that anymore. It's not about that. That is just a safety net. What we need is we teach them how to grow their heart to be bigger. Because at the end of the day, what we want them to have in their mind is respect your upline, help your crossline. Meaning it doesn't need to have a date, a due date. It doesn't need to have an expiration date.
I like that.
Yeah.
We don't want people to cut the calendar.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
2 months, 29 days now.
But it's only a safety net. During the time we grow their heart. You know, during the time we need to teach them, we need to give them assurance that they are safe doing business with us. They are safe to do business in OTG. They are safe. People around them will protect them in this business. It's just a safety net. But once their heart is growing, can you imagine when the whole team understood the principle? Everybody grow, their heart grows bigger, and they just want to give. And it doesn't matter. It's just respect your upper and help your cross line. That's the finish line. But during the time we have the safety net, that's what we do in Makassar. Okay, there's no cross lining, right? The last one, coaching. Okay, who's your best coach? Upline. Upline, definitely. Why? They make 5%. If they're team elites, they make 10%. So if they're blue diamonds, they make 10. They're like they're making 15%. Obviously. They want you to be successful. So they are secara tulus apa ya? Genuinely wanted you to be successful. Sincerely want you to be successful. Your cross line, they don't have financial benefit. I was lucky I met Lani and Ronnie. You know, they are very kind. They just want to give, even though they don't make money from us at all, but they still treat us like their front lines. So that's why they are so amazing. That's why they have such a big business. Yeah.
I have a question. I think you guys was touching. I wanted to see if you guys run the same event cycles. Can you go over a little bit about the event cycles you have?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Cycle meaning
Huh?
you explain different.
Okay. I'm just going to finish my thing. Okay, coaching. This is the last one. So the principle is one. Whenever you feel down, you go up. Whenever you feel up, you go down. So whatever fun you share to your downline, why? It's edification about the business. You know, I just had this success. Why? System 7. I just had a new Ruby. Why? System 7. I just had a downline breakthrough. Oh my God. She's just from 2,000 point girl to 5,000 point girl. Oh, what happened? She went to Success Olympic.